Most of the time, as I sift through the huge catalog of films on various streaming platforms, I keep on forgetting the best recommendations are in the comment section of my videos from people who are genuinely interested in engaging in original stories. While there is definitely a dearth in the content being provided on the internet, there have been some exciting movies that have recently released and others that you have been for months recommending me to catch. We've already established that the subscriber base here is craving for thrillers. Well, that's exactly what you will get. Here is Tried&Refused Productions with 5 mind-blowing Indian thrillers you have recommended. ANJAAM PATHIRAA. A movie that I was looking forward to for months was the Mithun Manuel Thomas directed film ANJAAM PATHIRAA starring Kunchako Boban in the lead role. Where the general tropes for most thrillers has become that there are abductions of women in the city, this thriller provides for an interesting tale as it focuses on the members of the police force getting mercilessly killed with no traces of evidence. Murder after murder leads to the forces doubting their own capabilities. This is when a consulting criminologist and a security hacker joins hands with the police force in order to come to the bottom of the gruesome murders. The film develops intrigue spectacularly through the anxiety-generating and addictive background score, its meticulously designed screenplay, and obscure characters prophesizing the disastrous events ahead. You are always led to believe that the forces are getting close to cracking the case, only for there to be another layer presented in the premise that disproves all your theories. Each turning point in the film, most of which is in reference to the methods utilized by the serial killer, are not only innovative but genuinely make you want to understand the motivation of the antagonist. The film presents one of the most heartfelt and equally enraging origin stories or motivations for a character to go on the path of absolute destruction. I was deeply impacted by the brilliantly written characters as well as the earnest performances by the entire cast. Where in many instances I have disregarded origin stories as bogus and over the top in some thrillers, this one will definitely deeply resonate with you, maybe even make you support the other side. A lot of people haven't said this, but this movie is brave in its creative decisions, and I assure you this one is definitely worth your time and a subscription on the platform SUNNXT. Psycho. When you know the opening credits commence and you realize the movie is dedicated to Alfred Hitchcock, you know you're in for a ride. Psycho, the Tamil film directed by Mishkin, provided me one of the most unique movie viewing experiences. It left me uncomfortable, borderline sick, and after a really long time, genuinely scared. Most thrillers in this day and age develop interest among the viewers, but very few have the same effect on you like Revati did in Raat or Urmila Matondkar did in Bhoot. This is one such film, who gave haunting flashbacks to a 26-year-old me. Psycho focuses on a killer on the loose, and that's precisely all I can tell you. One of the most unique qualities about Psycho, beyond its bone-chilling background score and eerie cinematography, is that its storytelling is not designed like any other ordinary thriller. Thrillers usually leave the big reveals for the last quarter of the film, but Psycho has the brilliant quality of telling you who the killer is in the first 15 minutes and still make you ask, but who is he? If you want to look at a perfectly designed trailer for a film, go now and check this movie's trailer. The soothing piano playing in the background as there is nothing but doom visually is how trailers should be designed. The film, interestingly, is inspired by the Buddhist tale of Angulimal, which made the viewing experience 10 times more compelling if you know the origin story. I just want to mention the film is unapologetically gory and disturbing. Its origin story made my stomach churn, the character played by Preetham gave me nightmares, and the performances by Aditi Rao Hydari and Rajkumar just heighten the already brilliant premise tenfold. Please do not introspect about the social impact of the film, but admire how successfully Mishkin made a scary and creepy thriller, a treatment that could have easily been switched to something comical. Highly recommend this one. ULIDAVARU KANDANTHE. I became a fan of Rakshit Shetty after Avane Sriman Narayan, especially because he had written the film as well. And then after my piece, all I was getting were messages to watch his directorial venture that released in 2014 called ULIDAVARU KANDANTHE. This film is a screenplay masterclass, and I'll exactly tell you why. The movie focuses on a piece that is being written by a journalist, which has several accounts of a murder that took place during Sri Krishna Janmashtami. The piece itself is titled As Seen by the Rest. A lot of people don't appreciate it enough, but to present a full feature film focusing on one event from the perspective of several characters into a cohesive and engaging piece is a monumental task. And Rakshit, through his masterpiece, precisely does that. In sequences, I got flashbacks to the 2005 masterpiece Sin City, but the narrative style of the film made me reminisce my favorite Guy Ritchie film, Snatch. How a single event from the perspective of different individuals might seem complex and daunting as a viewing experience, but provides for complexities and revelations that would otherwise never have that desired impact. Like a Guy Ritchie film that introduces characters with narrative exposition, this film similarly is presented in a chapter format, each chapter dedicated for a particular character. A complex storyline with its dark humor, suspenseful thriller tropes, and clear inspirations from iconic film storylines intertwines and comes together so beautifully. This is one movie you cannot miss. Oh, I know I understand. I'm way too late to the party, but my god, was it worth it not to read up anything regarding the storyline. If you haven't seen the Telugu film on Netflix yet, I would recommend not reading anything about it before you do. The Prashant Verma directed film is so well designed that the only thing I can do, other than tell you the premise of the story, is my experience in viewing it and how you may mimic the same thoughts. Or has the ability to make you blurt out statements like, what's even the point of this conversation? It has the ability to make you focus on the most inconsequential details, which have nothing to do with the premise, exasperating you even more, making you borderline think, oh, this is stupid, right? Imagine being put in your place while watching a movie. The development of this carefully designed thriller will make you question your initial judgment and also mockingly laugh at your own smugness as it presents a layer of storytelling you never expected. I can honestly not tell you more about this film. It has the ability to make you introspect and constantly fit the pieces of the puzzle as the movie progresses. It's screenplay gold that I highly regret not watching in the theater, which successfully sheds light on mental health, same-sex relationships, sexual abuse and its effects, aspirations and succumbing to reality through the most unexpected tools of storytelling. Go on Netflix now. MATHU VADALRA. My favorite find this week because of you guys was the 2019 Telugu thriller directed by debutant Ritesh Rana, titled MATHU VADALRA. A movie so enjoyable, so exhilarating, and most importantly a dark comedy thriller, which is my favorite kind. What happens when a delivery boy, annoyed and depressed with his quality of life in the process of greed and a better future, scams a customer only to find himself in a situation that is irreversible and a whole lot of trouble. This film, and I don't say this for many films, is perfect. Its music by Kala Bhairava is spectacular, fittingly placed in key plot points throughout the film. Specifically, what stands out beyond the music is the sound design of the film. Each movement, nimble or erratic, is juxtaposed with a distinct sound, a complex yet effective process that enhances the end product so much more. The performances of the cast are so convincing, but two things that I cannot get over is the attention to detail and visual treatment. Every element presented in the movie has a purpose, be it the characters just casually walking in frame or objects presented on camera in a glance, playing a key role in affecting the plot as it goes completely out of hand. The influence of films and TV serials, a distinct part of what impacts and inspires cine viewers of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, play a key role in this film as well, as if important characters in the storyline. The visual treatment of the film reminded me of the brilliant film Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Animated text would appear on screen and character interactions often taking place as if dealing with antagonists in a video game or a mystery thriller. This is one of the best movie viewing experiences I have had in recent months. You will be truly blown away. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what are your favorite thrillers and recommend them in the comments below. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.